way, you can get the code in a 64 wireless.
Yeah. You use it with an original N64.
So like you have a socket.
Plug it in. Yeah. The fans do what Nintendo. West. Alright, so in the last stream, we meet Waklamot's father, or biological father. And, well, as we know, there's a whole, the whole situation with that is, her coming to grips with who she is, and, him coming to, realize she's more Galu Jaja's daughter than she is his, obviously. But, you know, he supports her, he backs her 100%. And now she knows the truth, and she's not bothered by it. So now, to complete this feat, we have to go speak to Hanmu. Just heard a noise upstairs. I wonder what that was about. I'm trying to see if I need to update my gear a little bit. It'll be alright. I do want to level my paladin a little more before we get to the end of the story. But I want to get Viper to 100 first. Let's find that Elector. As much as possible, I just want to make sure. Our gear is fully up to date before we get to the next trial, or dungeon, or whatever. So we're in Mamulja land. This guy gets annoyed if you follow. Not following you, man. Damn. That's the most realistic an NPC I think I've seen this entire game. So this is Mamuk. Filja. Stop staring. Rolja. Belligerent Bunewa. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care the citizen gives you. So, they don't seem to like us very much. Please tell me you've had better luck. No, won't talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words because of something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. Merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. You're gonna face discrimination here? Hello there. We'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Nope, you ain't having none of it. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone, the Dawn Servant's elector. Could you tell us where they are? I guess outsiders aren't welcome here. How are we supposed to find the elector if no one will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. I wonder what's happening.
Up there!
Bested by a mere shade.
Zorolja? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The channeler is Zorolja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the Feet of the Brotherhood. Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Zorolja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight. This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City. When Zorocha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade. My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets. What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
I knew it.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her. You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here! Let's go, brother. Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn. Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zerilja, however, seems set in his belief that only the blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Zerilja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? If Zerilja is Bunewa, and she is Hobigo, then whatever her relation to Zerilja, I hope we can trust her. We could do with at least one ally in this city. She looks troubled. To bid us thus meet with her in private, this is both an important and delicate matter. Thank you for coming. My name is Mililja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far, as Bakuljaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this census. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth out loud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakuljaja. You, a Zebral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time I may not be so lucky. Bakuljaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mullah Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one, he traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. Oh, we fought him, didn't we? But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings. Because of my father. He who united Tyrol under one rule, who in their eyes stands as a testament to the tradition's infallibility, regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Golu Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character, and in doing so, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Milalja has something to show you. There is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteor's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Melilja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. This place has me thinking of, actually looks a lot like, Final Fantasy X. That area with the glowing trees. I can't think of the name, but it looks just like it in some ways. Blue Morphin. Why does this look very familiar? Hunting camp, like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamulja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Alright, we're going to see the truth of the blessed.
I shouldn't have looked down.
What are we looking at?
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Cool Jaja.
What? Could it wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
The third promise seeks to learn about Malmuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
I want one of those things. Those deer things.
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed babunja. An infant. We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born, one blessed with two heads and tremendous power.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory
awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children, no matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die, trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice. I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Taral. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubiko and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
If there's anything you take away from this story, it's that until we come to have unity with one another, especially our adversaries, there can never truly be peace. There can never truly be unity. For every side to every conflict thinks that they're doing the right thing, even when they know in their heart not everything is, sugar and rainbows. But oftentimes, when it comes to hatred of another group of people versus another group of people, both sides think they're in the right. Which is why it's not about taking sides. It's about understanding why they feel that. If their feelings are truly justified. And sure, what's been done to Bapul Jaja doesn't excuse the crimes that he's committed. But you do have to take into consideration look at where he comes from. You know, this is a very rundown, you know, very strictly traditional community that he comes from, and they pretty much, by their own choice, block themselves off from communications with the outside world. So it's like they're basically like, you know, this is like the deep state of Tuliolo, basically, where they don't care about the rest of the continent. They only care about their people and their traditions, and their traditions being left alone. And Bakul Jaja is like their representative of that, because of like how he was born. And it relates to real life too, because, you know, we have people that we often give a lot of pressure and attention to, just because of where they were born and how they were born and who they were born as, rather than whether or not they can do the job, whether or not they can actually lead. And this is how you end up with very, very poor leadership. So, I don't know, if there's anything you take away from the story, it's that, you know, you can only make peace with those who are your adversaries. You know, can you make peace with your neighbors? Of course you can make peace with your neighbor. But you can only truly make peace with your enemy. Because in their eyes, you're the enemy. In your eyes, they're the enemy. But, you know, when we are humbled by the fact that we all share this planet, we come to realize that we're all wrong. You know, we may have our differences, and we may have our reservations because of what's been done to us by the other side, and they may have their reservations because of what's been done to them by us. But the only end to any conflict is peace. You can't truly ever have war or conflict without having peace, because peace is the end all to that conflict. Every time, you know, there's ever been a war or a conflict, it has to end in a treaty. It has to end to where one side goes, no more. So, that's just my take on this. Bakul Jaja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. The only way to help Mamuk is to understand Mamuk. We won't let Bakul Jaja down. To think there was such a dark secret behind blessed siblings. Even among the Mamulcha, I cannot imagine many know the whole truth, especially not those who reside in the capital. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Oxyturol Zuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zarilja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja thought to give us additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. trek. Let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Let's unite these people. Did I not tell you move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. A blessed scale, in an outsider's hands? What business do you have with me? So Bakul Jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Moxitaro Juj at once. That scale. If the Blessed trusts you, then so will I. So what is it you require of me? Bakul Jaja bids us come to Moxitaro Zush. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Wonderful. The esteemed Bakul Jaja will be pleased. The fellow here will be coming to Moxitaro Zush as well. Apparently there's a Najul nursery to the west called Gola Majik Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in Moxitaro Zush afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. I have nothing to say to outsiders. Leave this place, outsider. Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. Thank you, Blessed Scalebearer, for bringing me the word of this gathering. I shall away to Moxitaro Zuj at once. There it is. You just want to collect that real quick. guys are doing. Kind of look like chocobos, but like they've gone Akashic, like Final Fantasy 16's Akashic. Oh, this ought to be good. Where's Lokomama? Sorry to keep you waiting. Shiba Koana. You invited the second promise as well. Amati, need I remind you that this rite is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize to your own benefit. I have barely made headway into communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race in the Golden City. I need your help. To compete the feat. No. Mamook has a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well. I'm at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Woklama, third promise of Toliola. Promise? I thought you served Bakuchaja. You deceived us? No, they did not. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them with the third promise. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Woklamat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Bakuchacha shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together. If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. He cannot speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zarilja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Kinda glad Koana agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much, but I'll support Mamuk's people however I can. And by combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, Oric, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamulja and Jabal fought for centuries over the upper forest. Due to infighting, Mamulja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubago and Bunawa clans mentioned. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. Blessed siblings promise us more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Toliolo, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us into the fertile land above, where we might make peace in Mamukja, to abide in peace and plenty.